boys and girls, welcome to library again. And last week we were concentrating on the title of a book, and you did a little worksheet on what books are in the library, what is the call numbers, and that is what we were working with last week. And this week we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about subject searches. So we're going to be using the subject button this time instead of the title one, which was last time. So subject are a little bit different. Those are books that talk about that particular thing you were interested in, that subject that you were interested in. So it will only bring up books that talk about that subject. And we're going to be talking about author and keyword later in the coming weeks, but this time it's subject. And subject, remember, is just about that particular subject you're interested in. So we're going to be doing a fall one because fall is quickly approaching. And as you can see on the sheet, if you printed it out, you can see that this is all about subject, and they even point to it right there so you know what you're doing. This says, use the Destiny Library Catalog to find materials on each of the fall topics listed below. Type in the word and click on subject. Write the call number and a title for one of the books for each topic. So there's 4 topics that you're going to be doing: autumn, apples, leaves, and fire, all very fall. We're just going to do the first one together, and you don't even have to put this one down. You can look on your own card catalog when you are doing this at your house and see what other books we have about autumn. So going back to our card catalog, we are going to type in the word autumn. And you are going to do a subject. So you're going to click on that subject button. And when you do, we see that we have 8 books that strictly talk about autumn. So not a whole lot. And if you would do a keyword search, you would see we had a lot more, but we're not doing keywords yet. We're still working on subject. So you can go through here and you can pick a book that looks interesting. And I love this book, Pumpkin Patch Blessings. So remember, I'm going to click on the title. It will make the title become underlined. When you click on it, it says it's fall and there are blessings all around us, especially in the pumpkin patch. Well, that looks like a great book. So I'm going to click on see all. There's a couple of problems with this book. First, it is a preschool book, so you probably don't want that one. I mean, maybe you do if you have a little brother or sister. And also, it's overdue. So this book probably isn't a good book to put down because we don't have it, and it's a preschool book, and you guys are in a much, much higher grade than preschool. So let's go back to our library search, and let's type autumn again, and do a subject search. And instead, let's do, how do we know it was fall? So if you remember, you click on the title, it underlines that title so you know that you're clicking on it. And this is an introduction to facts about fall, covering weather changes, fall colors, fall harvest, and foods. Fall for different animals and plants, and more. So that looks really interesting to me. So what I'm going to do is click on that see all. And I can see that it is not a young adult book here. I see that it is available. Remember, never write down barcode. That won't help you, that won't help me. And we're gonna do the call number, and this is a nonfiction book, and we're gonna talk more about nonfiction later on. And on our sheet here, we would go to our autumn because that is what we looked up. And we would put down the call number, which is 508.2, and then the first 3 letters of the author's last name, which is A-L-O. And then right here we would write the title of the book, and it is How Do We Know It Is Fall? And maybe that is the book that you are interested in and you would like to check out from the library. You can always email me, and I am I will be more than happy to check out a book for you. This year it's a little different. Remember, you can only have one book this year just because of COVID and everything going on, and I have to quarantine the books, so we can only check out one book this year. But if you remember then, how do we get back to that library search screen? We'll go back. We click on that library search, and then we are ready to search again. I want to show you a quick thing with the searching, and I'm going to click on subject because we are working with the subject search. Just be really careful when you are looking that you do look, and I'm going to bring up Pumpkin Patch Blessings again, and then you're going to click on that See All. Be really careful of that sublocation. Sometimes it's going to say preschool. Sometimes it's going to say 6 traits. Sometimes it's going to say teacher resources. Sometimes it's going to say young adult. Preschool, I would suggest you probably don't check that out because it's way too easy for you. But young adult you can't check out until 6th grade. And 6 traits and teacher resources are for the teachers only. So if you see something that looks a little odd in the sublocation, you probably can't write that down or will be able to check it out, because that is that signifies that it's a little bit special and a little bit different. So if it's blank like it was earlier, and subject again, when I bring up Harry and Mudge Under the Yellow Moon, and I click on See All, I can see that the sublocation is blank. So that means it's either going to be a regular fiction book or an everybody book, which it has that ERYL, which means everybody. If it was fiction, it would be FIC for the fiction section. And of course, numbers mean nonfiction, and I asked you about nonfiction last week. So what nonfiction books do you like to read? And a lot of you responded. And those, of course, would be real or informational. So pay close attention to the call number, pay close attention to the sublocation. Also, don't forget to check the status. Sometimes it's going to say lost, ladies and gentlemen. So if it's a lost book, that means we don't have it. It has been lost. So I hope you enjoy doing some subject searches. And next week, we will be doing another search on our card catalog system. Thanks so much. Bye.